Who did?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
And I guess learn how to put it in the chat. So yeah, that's how you put it in the chat. Uh-huh.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
You go crazy.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yeah.
On second down, here's Murray. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest thing is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 43-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Omaha, ready to move. 43, Omaha, ready to move. Hey, switch gears.
Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Monday. Hey, 70.
Yo.
Hey, motion. Reset.
Yo, go on the 40. Get on the 40.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite
in the party?
linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
40 got it. 43 to Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Go. 43. Mike's 43.
Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
32. 53. Ready. Hey.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
What, play the RPO shit?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Murray now on 1st down.
Oh, I just threw a pick. I just threw a pick, dog. That was a dumb pass, dog. Yeah, I did, dog. But I thought he was going to run a little straight because I could have threw it like over there. I could have like pointed the ball toward, pointed the ball to the left, but he still threw it in the middle of the field.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
22.
From the end zone, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they work this out past the 25. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9. Stafford completing it to Marvin Jones. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw.
Oh, man.
But it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. James has got it complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready? 180. Mike 58 right there. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. 70. Bang. Check. Easy alert.
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Darius Philon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
It look like it should be.
The eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, 43. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 43 is the mic. Hey, 50. 49. Check 50. Stay 50.
Third and long, it's Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum.
He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
I got it right over his head.
It's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3.
Oh, you out here, my G? Well, you know, you can still take it to the room with you on your phone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Isabella back.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Look at that shit right there.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside
Oh,
the 20.
man, look how they let a nigga do
This
that.
down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line.
Come on.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
We got 4. We got 4. Check. Check.
On second and 1, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tight right. Check. Watch the end. Go.
First down, Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Hey, Isabella hit him big. Mind you, bro, that's 2 touchdowns before halftime, my nigga.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Matt Mills. Matt face Mills 239.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Check 99.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 18. And they start the second half with Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the second down throw on target. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What up, though?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they need to keep the drive going.
The Falcons, boy. Oh, yeah.
On first down, Stafford here. And Jones has it over the middle. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
59!
On first down at Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Detroit.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Johnson. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Hey, Boogie, look at this hit, Boogie.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. 3 butt. Switch. Check.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Switch. Check safety.
They go to Johnson again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set. Get the flag. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Able to find Isabella. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Isabella making some nice
the
ground.
37 on first and 10.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Kick. Sponge.
Murray now on first down.
Oh,
Incomplete.
That nigga watching that shit
Really
right
helped
there,
there.
bro.
Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
I should take my bar. I should take my bar. That fuck nigga probably watching on his phone and playing me at the same time.
Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, 47. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 47's the mic. 47. Yo. Who that?
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really, from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
You feel me? He put that dude way.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Hey, Boogie. That's that shit I was just telling you about. See what I did.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Yeah.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side.
Ooh, look at the old man. Look at the old man.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. Watch the run. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Let's go, defense.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. If he ain't knocking the nigga out or body slamming the nigga like on some big Hulk Hogan, big man shit, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm talking about, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And the dog in my, somebody need to stop it before I kill him. Because he's tired, he hustling and all that shit.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Good shit, bro.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 22.
Here I come again. Hey, 5-0. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They begin the drive with Johnson.
Oh, shit. Let's on my boy like that.
Drive 17 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Stafford.
Oh.
That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Amendola, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lady! Come on, dude! You go tight. You wait 7. You got tight right there.
From the gun, a run for Johnson.
Oh, yeah, that's how you hit him,
the
man.
35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, box truck.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up on the corner, Tremaine Brock. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Heavy, got heavy.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Amendola set to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Lions will take over.
You ready? You ready? 59!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
51's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the